You're watching the Arsenal vodcast. Aaron Ramsey is getting closer and closer to a first-team comeback after 8 months on the sidelines. And the Wales midfielder is counting the days.
I just can't wait, to be honest. It's been such a long time out and doing all the little things in the gym and being out here doing all the pre-season work. I just can't wait to get back there, and I think there's hopefully it's going to be a very enjoyable day and one to remember.
Arsenal return to Premier League action against Birmingham this weekend, and Johan Djourou knows that only a win will do.
I think every games are important, that it could be any team that will be playing this weekend, it will be the same. Birmingham is a good team, and I think they show that they're doing well as well. And as you said, we've got Man City, Everton, so it's some tricky games. But now it's time for us to really concentrate on ourselves and not really think about the opposite, just think about us, our play, and just to start and game better.
Arsenalisation is the name given to the movement that's putting the soul of Arsenal into Emirates Stadium. In part 2, we take a peek inside at the exciting changes that have brought the spirit of over 100 years of history into the new arena.
Football's a very unique sport where the fans aren't just spectators, they're actually a part of the game and a part of our representation of Arsenal, and we've got to try and create the environment in which they can be a very vibrant part of it.
And it seems to be working. The initiatives to Arsenalise the stadium have been warmly greeted by the fans.
We're getting really good reactions. You can see people on a match day looking at stuff, having their photographs taken in front of things. I think it becomes a much more engaging experience for them, and I think if there's some feedback that's really, really positive, and you can actually just see the fans interacting in the space and feeling a lot more at home.
Yeah, I really like the Arsenalisation. I think it's really added to the stadium, and there's a wall of programmes that I don't know how they did it, but they've transferred programmes from back in I think the 50s, 60s, 70s. I love standing near it. It's just great memories. So yeah, and all around there's like other bits and pieces that and this outside here, this even as you come into the place, I think it just generates a good atmosphere, yeah.
That atmosphere is thanks to the fans who have had the input into all the Arsenal elements that adorn various parts of the stadium.
The ideas come from the fans primarily, so it's a question of sitting down, listening, looking at the club's history and finding ways to celebrate that history, that tradition. But the best ideas we've had almost universally have come from the fans.
With all the beautiful elements around Emirates, it's the simple gestures of bringing back the clock and renaming the stands that have struck a chord with the supporters.
Actually, I think on that first match day it was quite an emotional day for a lot of fans, being able to believe that they're back in the North Bank or the Clock End or the East End or the West End. And I think these are the new names for the new stadium going forward, and I think that's what's really, really important.
Another important development inside Emirates has been the Arsenalisation of the club-level experience, starting with the WM Club.
We've embarked on a 4-year programme to really push the club level up to a standard that is unprecedented in professional sports in Europe. And the WM Club is an area that's been redeveloped and Arsenalised. I mean, it's very, very specifically targeted at all Arsenal's culture and history and tradition.
Even more important than that tradition are the fans. And for lifelong supporters, the Arsenalisation process is an emotional one.
To be able to have this in Islington, to be able to have an Emirates Stadium in Islington is by far the biggest achievement. I mean, that is phenomenal, however far away we were from Highbury. And I loved Highbury, but I think, football's moving, and Arsenal need to move with it, and they're doing everything absolutely correct. So, yeah, proud to be part of it.
It's developing, and I'd like to say thank you to whoever who's taken the time, to add all these things, because it does generate a lot. It brings back all the great history and great memories. So, thank you.